Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Let me to introduce myself. My name is Hendra Pradana Wiranata. You can call me Hendra. I was born in Bondowoso, 18 May 2005. My mother said I was born at night. Currently, I live in Gunasari village, Bondowoso. Gunasari is a village located in the Logosari sub-district. In my village, the environment is still very well preserved. The nature is still beautiful and will be preserved.
What do people in your community do?
The majority of the population here work as renters and farmers, both men. Here there are many places that are very beautiful, such as view of rice field with the view of round mountain. Because my home is quite close to round mountain, Mount Round stand majestically and look very beautiful from my house. In addition to view of rice field, there are also few of the forests that are still very well preserved. There are also many animals that still live quietly in the forest here. However, as we all know recently, the activity of Monroe has increased to level 2, and there has been several members of the Caramel who came to contact the village government and profit understanding to the resident. In the morning, when the clouds still don't cover the top of the mountain, you can often see black cloud from the top.
How do you feel when you know Draw Mountain has increased activity?
Several nights before Monroe was declared to have experienced in increase in volcanic activity, I and the local resident had heard of Monroe. At the time, I was still trying to calm down. Uh, by the way, I'm 15 years old. I'm a student of the second grade of Social at Senior High School of One PUJER Bondowoso. At school, many of my friends were surprised because I was 15 years old, because my classmates were much older.
How can you be this young now?
When I was 5 years old, I went straight to elementary school and didn't go to kindergarten first. Therefore, I'm currently class 11. I'm the second of two siblings. My mother is now married and has son who is 18 old. I'm sorry, 11-month old. She works as a nurse at Hafifah Hospital in Bondowoso. During a pandemic like now, my brother is in the UHD room from patient who may have contracted COVID-19. My elder brother also strictly adheres to health protocol. At home, we have implemented the health protocol for the health of all family members.
How did your next bro respond when they found out that your big brother was taking care of COVID patients?
When my neighbor found out, they were shocked and moved away. until they understood themselves. When they saw the health protocol at home, currently, my brother has received the vaccine the government gave him. My father is a teacher, and mom takes care of the housework. My father, he is currently the principal of one of the elementary school not far from home. And my father has also received the vaccine from the government. My hobby. My hobby are photography and automotive. Also sometimes I like traveling. I have been very interested in photography since I was little. My brother has also seen in my interest in photography. At this time, I was also given facilities to support my hobby so that the result of my photo will be better in future. From this various tool I learned, I looked that a tool is just an object to help make it uh, easier for use to produce photo. Even without complete tool, we can also produce good photo. If in automotive, maybe my hobby is passed down from father because from my father's story, my father is also very interested in the automotive work. Currently, I like to modify the vehicle and maximize the function of the various component. Various component in the vehicle. In my opinion, the automotive world also has a very close sense of the brotherhood. And if I gather with automotive group, I also get a lot of knowledge that is touch a lot with my friend. I also like to travel. If I feel bored with all the activities, I travel to restore the mood to being good again. I always try to develop my hobby. I hope in the future I can work or travel abroad.
What are your dreams, Hendra?
My dream is I want to get a scholarship to study abroad and seek as much experience abroad as possible. My dream for the future, I want to become a presenter or professional photographer. I also want to have good camera to make it easier to take good photos. Uh, okay, I'm Hendra. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone. How are you today? I hope all you have a good name today. Hello, my name is Hafifah. You can call me Fifa. I study at junior high school, one PUJER. I study at senior high school, one PUJER, Bondowoso, town is Java. In this school, I have many friends, even from grade 1 to grade 3 know me. I was born in Kutai Timur, 23 November 2003, East Kalimantan. And I'm 17 years old. My height is 145 centimeters. My weight is 55 kilograms. I'm three siblings and I'm the second child. The first child is my older sister, while the third is my younger brother. Currently, I live in Kejayan, Pujar, Bondowoso. My sister and I both moved here, while my younger siblings live with my parents.
How is live in Kalimantan, Viva? Can you to explain for me?
It's the same as life here. but makes a difference. The cost of living is expensive.
Oh.
For example, on here the price of feedback is 5,000, but in there is 10,000 until
Oh.
15,000 rupiah. Okay, now I will talk about my hobbies. My hobbies is swimming and gardening. I made swimming a hobby because I was a child and was often taken to a swimming pool in the town. And gardening because it's one of my favorite hobbies in everyday usually. I will do in the morning and something in the afternoon. The growing flowers was fun for me. I have a small garden in my home. I plant roses, jasmine, nyana, and sunflowers. Sometimes I like watching movies toilets like on the YouTube channel Sakahayang. My favorite foods are meatballs and chicken geprek. My favorite color are blue and red. In my eyes, the blue color is eternity, and the red is the symbol of courage.
Uh, I can ask you, why did you move in here?
Yeah, because I want to come with my sister, and I also think life here is smooth, comfortable. Yes, it is cold here, and also cheaper to live here. We like warm and expensive living conditions in Kalimantan. Since moving here, I have met many friends, and I am now a person who is not shy even though he is shy at times. By the way, I have a pet with some cats. I love the cats. I see cats in the street saying hello. Oh yeah, I love the cultural art lessons. One of them I love when I practice dance. I also enjoyed the additional courses in English and Indonesian.
Oh.
My motto is trying to achieve something you want and keep whatever is yours. Never physically insecure other people and be yourself. I also watching anime. One of them is now an anime entitled Wonder Egg Priority. Sometimes, if I have free time, I will watch the anime. This anime centers on the story of a girl named Ai Ohto, who is bullied by her school friends because she has a heterotropia condition or has a different eye color. Because of that, she was bullied so that she did not dare to go to school anymore. In fact, I don't, I don't not want to be friends with anyone for fear of being bullied. In fact, that is the character of a teenager. If you see someone who is different from the others, it will definitely be ridiculed for being weird. Even though when you watch it, this eye character has beautiful eye color. Well, one day she found a dead beetle near a railroad tracks. I also took the initiative to bury the beetle, and it turned out that the beetle come back to life. The beetle asked if I wanted something valuable. If yes, then I will have to go somewhere. Then I beetle will give you a gacha egg for free. Then the egg was broken and a human command. In that strange world, I can decide to be immortal and will not be attacked by enemies or wounded killers. But for a human who comes off on off an egg, here is the target. Why? Because in that world, I must be able to save the people who come out of the gacha egg. Save those who have the same fate as I. If I can save many people, she will be able to change his friend back. A little story. I is close to a girl at his school. The girl is really trying to be friends with I. One day, there was news that this girl either committed suicide or something. I saw the girl did horrible. Well, as soon as I entered that strange world, the girl was sir, but in the form of a suit, because those who did were in the form of a statue. I also felt guilty about that, so she insisted on taking the egg gacha. The main character in this series is Ai Otto. Ai is a blue-haired girl who has a heterosomia condition or two ableist of different color. Beside Ai, there is also the character Neru Aonuma, girls with dark hairs embedded hair in one direction. Neru is a calm, sweet person and does not have the initiative to meet other people. The third character, Son, is Rika Kawai, a girl with blonde hair and pink highlights on the right side of her hair. Rika is a person who is what it is and does not hesitate to convey her thoughts, even to people she has just met. Finally, there is the character Momoi Sawaki, a girl with short hair and a body cylinder body. Sorry, a girl with short hair and a slender body. Because of his appearance, she was often mistaken for a man and was very popular with the girls. Okay, maybe you can ask me.
Oh yeah, I want to ask you.
I also want to ask something.
I also FIFA.
Kitchen friends. Okay, well, first one to ask.
Maybe Hendra, Spirit Revin, and Leslie with me.
Okay, FIFA. How are your older sister and brother?
Okay, my older sister is 21 years old, and my younger brother is 15 years old. Then Revin want to ask what?
Is there only first in Kalimantan? Apologize in this question is offensive.
It's okay, Revin. So it's not just a forest there. There's a city too. Kalimantan has a very large forest. So maybe in the age of somewhat, sorry. So maybe in the age of some Kalimantan people, it's just a forest. What can it answer?
Oh yeah, thanks you FIFA.
So maybe you Rifki?
Oh yes. Why do you like meatball and chicken geprek?
Because I'm a speech lover, especially when I buy meatballs. I can put chilies as I like. I don't know why, but I'm very like this.
Oh yeah, I also a spicy lover.
Oh,
I also like this because this is very good to eat, especially when it rains.
Yes, think the spec test is very good.
Oh yeah, why you like dancing?
because as a child, I saw dancing on my handphone, and it really chose my attention. Until now, I really like it.
Uh, if you may know where did you watch the anime, FIFA?
If I usually watch it in the Anime Lovers application, there are lots of anime series.
How extinct is this anime series FIFA?
I think it's very exciting because in this series the genre is psychological, horror, drama, and fantasy. Because I am also fans of the horror genre. Okay, so maybe I am your Hafifah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
My name is Muhammad Rifki. You can call me Rifki. I was born in Bondowoso, August 24. I am the second of the siblings. My sister is married and is in her husband house while my sister and I are at home with my mother and grandmother. My father has died and my grandfather has also died. My mother worked as a housewife while my grandmother worked as a farm laborer.
Where are your dad and grandpa? Why are not you in your first story?
My father and my grandfather has passed away.
Get to.
Drive to Rifki.
I live in Mas Kuning, PUJER Bondowoso, and you know that I live on a hillside in surrounding, where the weather is every cool. When I leave the hostel, I will be treated to every beautiful view like a street of green carpet that the stitches from the south to north.
Oh, I can see the same hillside view too.
Um, where are you?
I'm Gunasari.
Oh, it's true, out far.
Yes, this is true.
And this will also includes PUJER subdistricts, Tulugari subdistricts, and Sugudono subdistricts. Almost all of the animals there are extinct, such as Java lagur, pangolins, egohawk, bear, and otter.
Why did animals such as Javan langur, pangolin, hedgehog, and chanted bird become extinct?
Yes, Rifki. I am also convinced by that and become extinct.
Yes, this is caused by poaching, which occur almost every day in my area.
And what else do you know about surrounding hill?
Hmm. On this hill there is also a telecom cell tower, but for now the tower is no longer in use and the strange thing is that in the warehouse room, almost all the doors are not there. I don't know why the door was lost, but I am sure that it I was the act of the warehouse trouble children.
Oh, I see.
I just found out I am a student. I am a student from public school. One budget public school. For now, I am still in grade 9, 10, majoring in natural science. I think the natural science department is the full store of the natural science. Is a free AC department is also fan children who are the same in my interest. Is thrown out there is a class. And my hobby are gardening, drawing, cooking, and taxidermy. For gardening, I like to grow plants such as lettuce, chilies, mustard, green, and fruit.
What is taxidermy, Rifki?
Taxidermy is dry animal preservation.
Can you know how to make Rifki?
Okay, fear you have to have animal to this fear, but it's better if you have a bit fear. It's better. Then cut the stomach and remove the meat. Then fill it with cotton or sponge. Then sew it back. That's all I know.
Thank you, Rifki. I have an insight.
My favorite film are science fiction films such as Harry Potter and Narnia film.
Wow, it's the same.
I like purple and my favorite food is satay. Okay, thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.
My name is Muhammad Revin Maulana and can be called Revin. I was born in Bondowoso, on 2003. I am the red of three siblings, and I live in the village of the slopes of Sumberjeruk, Bondowoso. I am still a grade 11 high school student. I study at SMA Negeri 1 Pujer. But for now, at school I am still inactive for the learning throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. So for now, my learning period in school is not effective.
What is your hobby, Revin?
My hobby is automotive. I'm very happy in the world of the motorbike. Can detail. My father also likes modification. Are you changing the shape of the motorbike from the standard? On my home, by the are a lot of my friends who also likes motorbike modification.
What made you interested in the world of motorization?
For me, the world of motorbikes is cool and can also add the our sense of brotherhood among automotive lovers. Even I am often get be fellow motorbikes. I don't know. I think it's normal thing for me because it has become a habit for us as motorbikes or automotive lovers.
What about the atmosphere on your hot Revin?
In my yet there are also many automotive lovers because in my the atmosphere is quite suitable for the world of motorbikes. This strike motorbikes roads are also long, and there are also many beautiful views such as mountain. And the environment in my home is very different from the urban environment. The community is friendly and I often say in my environment many people work together and help each other.
In the community in your house, the majority of them were is what?
The people develop must tell us family. The majority as natural product as staples. In my house, there is also a brick manufacturer. They are vacant land that is like on the good sale. There is a printout so for the weather so you can also as if weather be using a vacuum. There the weather phone is quite long and is also occupied by many fish. Also during the rain season many people fish in the river. Near the river there are also extensive rice violet. The people make a living and use the rice violet as a source of income. There are many kind of plant that people plant there. Most of the people will grow rice and corn. There are also many countries which are also often used by the community as a source of their income. And on the edge of the rice, friends, there are also a lot of people planting grass for cow food because many people also raise cow so that cows can breed or produce offspring be good and will maintain it. This can also be used as cost or income by the local community. Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.